where the girls live on. As I heard the cornfield song call out to me, I heard it in the reeds that day, so I followed the path. It gave me strength to not fear the way. Underneath the wither tree, the branches they comfort me. When a little bunny rabbit slept next to me, it was the only thing I could be, because I saw my destiny. And even though the bullies were harsh and my friends, they only used me for my innocent heart, I told the teacher that day that the woman who used to tell me it was just a game. So I took to the sky and I imagined my life, and I saw the timeline that saw no strife, and I believed in a dream once and for all. I took my finger and pulled it to the ground, and I called my path, for that's where I was found. Of no gate, but that of a beautiful butterfly by. So I took my brush, two in my hand, and I put on the canvas all the way I could stand. The pain in the heart that was stealing me, I let it go on the pages you see. I wrote up my life till I was a king, and the painting came and went. See, as I began to live my dream, suddenly I thought I'd see the one that was right for me. But rose-colored glasses stole my heart, but it wasn't to be so. I had to go on. When I finally moved on, just when I thought love could never find me, then walked in my destiny, and the creative part of my soul was free. And I knew that to die wasn't a gift. I had to find the power within, find a destiny that was mine. I could live for a little time. I knew it was meant to be. So she sang with the song of a wail in her heart, and the joyful laugh. Nice to go.
One day I open up my eyes and I hope that I can finally see the sky. And even though my day is begun, I can always say this with the voice of all the hope I have left in me. I just want you to see, I see, I just want to be a part of. I know the days we're gonna start of. I see
finally give in to see the start of where we begin. I see, I see, I see, I just wanna be a part of. I know the days we're gonna start up. I see, you'll be a part of us. See all that we could dream of. I see, hopefully we'll be there in a moment. I can only see, I see that we could be. I hope you finally see me. So it's time to finally walk past smile and give it my best. So I'll trust that little soul.
Unseen whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain. Unseen whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain. Unseen whispers in the night, reveal.
Good morning, my beautiful stars. Happy Thursday. It's 420 unknown. That's right, guys. Today we celebrate twice a month. Every month we have a 2 times a month 420 episode. Oops, I got to turn something down. I almost had an echo there. Oopsie. My bad. You know, I had some problems this morning getting OBS open. I clicked on the wrong thing. I changed everything around and I was like, oh my God, how do I fix this? How do I fix it? How do I fix it? It disconnected from my restreaming app. That's how you can see me on YouTube and you can see me on Twitch there. So, you know, it was kind of a hectic morning, honestly. I'm not going to lie, but we're making it through. Got the coffee. I got my cards. I got you, beautiful people. And I hope you're having a fabulous Thursday day. Don't forget, this Saturday, we will be celebrating my 2-year affiliate anniversary officially. We'll be doing a 6-hour stream that day. We'll have a special guest, Lyra TV, on the show. She's another tarot reader, and we'll talk some spirituality. We'll talk about our paths. We'll do some readings. We'll just have some fun and vibe. So I hope you all can make it on Saturday. It starts from 9 a.m. and it goes until 3 p.m. So I will be putting that post out again on my Discord and then after stream today, again, just to remind you once again. And I will post it tomorrow, and then that will be the last day I post it. So, guys, if you wanted to support me, if you guys wanted to bring the heat, if you guys wanted to show me just how much you appreciate me, Saturday is the day to do it, guys. So I would really appreciate all my beautiful stars to be there. Whatever we need to do, that's what we need to do. I am the Unknown Prophet. As you can see, the sign says it in the back of me. I am Joshua Bleasy. I made a homemade deck called the 5 Paths Tarot that I designed and created so I can help divine the best possible path for you. Now, I'm going to pull this up a little bit. My shirt's a little dirty, so I'm sorry if you guys see a dirty shirt today. I was like, I don't have time to change the shirt, and it's still kind of hot in the house. So, you know, the cards are ready. I'm ready. If you guys have questions, please jump in the queue. If we're just going to chit-chat for a while, I can play some more of my music if you guys want to. You guys can let me know what you guys want from me today. Anyway, and guys, if you guys want to encourage me to take hits out of my Brass Monkey or the Blue Dream, you just got to do that $100 donation, hit donation for the 420 there if you want to encourage me. I do have 2 joints for the stream that I am going to be smoking. I'll be doing one at 10 and then one at 11. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. We'll have a hit at 9:20, 10:20, 11:20. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Because it's 4:20 somewhere in the world. Okay, so 2 pins. We are coming in hot for you today. How are you doing? And I hope that you're doing well. Please, if you remember how it works here, please throw me your numbers and your question. Or just tell me if you want a general reading. Whenever you're ready, let me know. I'm going to start to shuffle the deck for you and get them in the right spot for you. So 2 pins, you're up. 2 pins to the reading room. 2 pins to the reading room. Two pins. Hello? Hello, is anybody there? 2 pins. Okay, 2 pins. Okay, there you go. You're right near number. Sorry, didn't mean to rush you. Okay. You want to know how to move forward with someone I have a complete connection with. Okay. So we need some help breaking free of this connection because we just can't take it anymore. It's never going to happen with this person. I really feel like I have this really strong connection, but I need to break that connection. Do I have that about right? So you can move forward and do the rest of your life. Just to make sure, 2 pins. I'm going to see what when the cards tell me they're in the right spot for you. Okay. All right, no worries. This it's a little bit helpful information. I just want to make sure that I'm answering your question correctly. That's all. So when we talk about moving forward and you have a complicated connection with this person, and you want to know whether or not I can be helpful for the time you're around. Got you. I got you. Here we go with your 6 official shuffles, my friend. 2 pins. 1, 2. God card. 3, 4, 5, and sing. 6. All right, and your 22nd card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and the 21st card is now on top. I can kind of feel this pit of the stomach feeling right now, 2 pins. It's kind of I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like complicated is for real, and it's like, I just don't know how to move forward, and you don't think it's a lifelong thing. So, what can you do while you're there? And this is what they can help you show this person, okay? And kind of show yourself at the same time. So you kind of have to both go through this just a tiny bit together a little bit still. So kind of what I want you to understand is that right now you're in this stage of, that you're in this moment for this time, this place. So right now, just appreciate that the beautiful thing that's staring you right in front of your face probably is good to be true. That when you look at this other individual, you see the person who gets you, who knows you, who understands you, who cherishes you for who you truly are. Understand that feeling's never going to go fully away. You will always be connected to those people we are deeply attached to in our lives. There are several people in my life that I can't forget no matter how hard I try, because they made such a big impact in my life. And when someone actually sees you for the first time, you kind of have this jerk reaction like, oh, wait, did I mean to do that kind of a deal? And now you're kind of coming to terms with, did I share too much? Have I not shared enough kind of information, right? But what this card is trying to tell you is no matter what's happened in the past or the present, it's time to just cherish the time you do have with her. So make every moment count as long as you can make it count. Show her how to cherish herself as much as she cherishes you and the world at large. This can help her move on and you move on, because we just take that little piece of happy with us that helped fulfill the thing we needed the most in our lives. We take that part with us, and that's where we get on to the future. And then we get to this point here where my mom comes to tell you something today, 2 pins. And it's something that I needed to hear at a time when I kind of had to do almost the same thing. I had a very complicated relationship with my best friend. I was the one who was in love with her. She never loved me back in return, not even for a little bit. But in my crazy ass mind, I saw the person who I thought was my one true love standing right in front of me. So I thought I had to do everything in my power to make sure she loved me. That only drove her away even further from me. And my mom would try to convince me to take off the rose-colored glasses and see her for how she really was. I think you see this person very well. I don't think you're wearing rose-colored glasses, but I think there is something that you need to hear to help re-empower you and re-empower your journey today. And this will help him too. But it's something I've got to kind of give you, like a mom kind of got to give you that kind of a message that you probably don't want to hear, but it's everything you need to hear. And I just want to make sure you're ready for it, because I kind of got a little wild during this when I do this for people. But the gardenia rose is a very symbiotic plant in nature. It gives and takes equally. It can't give too much. It can't take too much. If it doesn't stay in that little middle, well, that's when we reach that crescendo in between. So you'll always have the light, you'll always have the dark, but we remember the crescendo in between, the creation of being a part of a beautiful creative moment in life. With that said, my mama comes to tell you the 3 things you need to hear the most, 2 pins. Number 1. I hope you're ready, because you have the power, 2 pins. No matter what anyone says in this world, you control this power within yourself. It's your right and responsibility to understand that you have the power to change your life. Number 2. You are loved by more people than just this. You've done more for people in this universe than your average, ordinary human being. You are loved, my friend, and I never want to hear the words, I am not loved, ever again come out of your mouth. Last but not least, and I hope you really put this to the screws and make this point very clear to your young person, It is time to put your finger down in the sand and carve out your destiny, to tell the universe what you want and put it down on writing and say, this is how it so will be. I will carve my own damn destiny. And then that's what my mom would tell me. Every time I would try to give up on myself, every time I didn't want to see the thing I didn't want to see the most, every time I tried to run away or escape the world in my own really sick, twisted way, and I tried to escape everything and never faced anything until I did. And this is what you're being faced with now. So if you want to cut the cord, it's okay. You're just taking... and I understand that. That's where this card comes in, the contemplate card. So no matter what is going to happen with you and this person, she's like one of those marbles that you kind of just happen to grab in and say, ooh, look, this is going to be pretty for a while. She's always going to be a part of me. I'm always going to be a part of her. But now it's time to move these feelings from not nostalgia anymore, but remembering the facts and the story behind all of that, the emotionality of it. Just like if you were reading Harry Potter, you can't skip to the end of the book. If you'll do it, but you won't understand what happened before. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's kind of what's screwing up those nerves of yours so much, is that you've got this constant worry that you chose to do the wrong thing when you chose to do the absolute right thing. Okay? And the one thing you need to tell your person, and the one thing I need to tell you as well, is that it's time for you both to donate those things back to yourself that you need the most. Not the sugar cookie of the Band-Aid that will fix it for 5 seconds. Let's go out there and really dig deep to find the coins that we need to fill our piggy bank and make sure we have all that we need before we go out again. And that's when we will find everything we are looking for, and we will finally get what we want. And it won't be a sugar cookie. It'll be a brand new whatever you can imagine. Okay? And that's what they want me to tell you. So, and trust me, I understand where you're at. I was in love with this woman, and she was everything to me. I did everything in my power to become everything she wanted me to be. It still wasn't good enough for this person. This person and I got into the standard, I'm going to embrace, you are never going to love me, versus the I'm tired of your shit, with drinking involved and other things that happened that I won't go into. But, it's nothing like I didn't do anything criminal or anything like that, or I didn't do anything to hurt her or anything like that. I hurt her soul. I didn't hurt her body. When I kind of took my moment and tried to see if we could connect in that way, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, it didn't go so well. And I was really, really embarrassed by what she said to me. And after that, I kind of figured that was it. That's what broke my rose-colored glasses once that happened. So, I know. But you understand what happened now? I want you to understand something, 2 pins of what is actually happening. They are the example of some of the things you do want in a relationship, but mostly they're the things that you don't want in relationships. The most things that were hurting the most, the things that you didn't work out the most, and you needed an example so you could make better choices in the future. We all have to go through this sometimes in life, and unfortunately you've been through it for a while, and you're ready to meet that one true love. Well, it's honestly just like this. You want to know how I met my one true love? I was sitting at my counter doing my cashiering job when this big broad woman comes in, short hair, wearing a standard bus driver outfit for a city bus, coming up to my window, looking me dead in the eyes and flirting with me, and I had the blinders on. I didn't think I was beautiful enough to have someone like her love me. I saw her soul immediately, but I didn't see her as a person till almost 2 to 3 months later, when she finally put out all the female stops she could and brought up to my counter a pair of purple balls. They're called snowballs here in Minnesota. It's a coconut flavored half moon, and it was purple, okay? So I think you get the reference of what she's putting up there on my desk, right? And then I'm sitting there looking down at these purple ball thingies. She looks me dead in the eye and she says, "God damn, it's so cold outside. I think I froze my nipples off." And that fucking woke me up like Santa Claus on Christmas morning. I wanted some of that gift. You know? And I finally found the right one. So don't think that this is the end, my friend, because it's not. This is just the way station until you can find that one true love. And here's how you have to know. You aren't missing anything, sweetie. You're not missing a damn thing. You're perfect just the way you are. All you want to do now is share your life with somebody. They're never going to be able to fix you, and you know that. You want someone who can be communicative. I know that. You want somebody who's actually going to be your partner in crime and in pleasure. You want them to be your team member. I know you want that time that you get to go out with the girls. He gets to go out with the guys. We get to go have our little moments with our friends and have our little giggly moments, right? But we will be loving that one true love in return, that equal love in return, that give and take of it all. That's what got me and my wife through for 18 years of marriage. I just told you exactly what you need to start looking for. Now you put in your preferences and what you like in a person in there. And, you know, I can also tell you that I wish you were a little bit more ready, but I can't help you with finding a one you love. But I'd like to see you try to work on yourself a little first before I gave you something like a guaranteed 100% one true love spell, which is very easy to do. It doesn't take a lot to do it, and it's all about, you can't make a person that you want to fall in love with you fall in love with you, but you can attract that one true love who does belong to you faster. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Right. So, you see, now when you just said this last sentence, that makes sense. There are things about him that are exactly normal, bad patterns, and he showed me some good examples of emotional safety. That's obviously very tempting. Right. And I understand that that's very tempting right now. But I want you to realize that you're in this part where you're grieving. You're in that grief point where you're a little depressed and maybe a tiny bit angry and resentful that things didn't work out exactly the way you want them to at right now. But that means that you will get something a little bit more powerful in the future. You know? And what my spell does is it doesn't attract a person to like you. It attracts the very most perfect soul that could match your soul to your soul. It's not finding your twin flame. Twin flame is different than soulmate to me, okay? Twin flame means you have the same energy as one another and you actually can brighten each other's world up. Soulmate means you are a part of the same soul that was separated. So, you know, so sometimes people get those things confused. And I try to make people understand. And you guys are twin flames, okay? And they aren't always boyfriend, girlfriend. A soulmate can be a pet. A soulmate can be your mom. A soulmate can be the brother. It's the person who's always constantly there for you and looking after you. That's usually your soulmate. Your romantic soulmate's a different story. You know, but that's where you have to caveat that. You know? The only thing that will truly solve this is time, hon. You're just going to have to say, I move on. Here's what I want you to do. I got the perfect thing for you. It's not even a ritual. It's just something that I think you would help you. Okay? What I want you to do is I want you to go find a box. Any kind of box. I don't care what size box it is. Just go get an empty plain box, okay? I want you to go grab a sheet of paper, maybe 8 by 11, okay? And I want you to write on this piece of paper everything you want to let go of this person, all the feelings that you're having, everything that's bothering you, everything you feel like you have to move forward and move on from. I want you to tear those pieces into little tiny pieces and put them inside of the box. Then I want you to go outside and I want you to hold a mini funeral for this box. I want you to mourn this box like you have just lost your one true love, like you just lost something very important to you. Get it all out. Go through every stage of grief. The bargaining. No, you're not dead. I want you back. Oh, God, come, please come back. I'm angry. You can't leave me. Ah, ha. And I want the, I love you. I have, depression of it all. But we get to that stage where we get to, and we feel that guilt. Oh, no, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? And then, of course, you get to the acceptance part. And then I want you to bring it to your fire pit, and I want you to Viking funeral the bitch. And I want you to stand there, and I want you to say, I send you off with my prayer of peace and love. Whatever you want to pray over that box, to send that to your higher power to take and make it cross over. And after you're done with that, all you gotta do is say, it is done. And then you're gonna just go spend a couple of days finishing mourning, but 3 days, no more, no less, and then you move on. It's something that a psychologist gave me to help me move on from some of the things I couldn't control. So it's a very real psychological technique that I got when I was about 16 to 17 years old. I've used it several times, and it always helps me. So I think that will help you today too, Pins. So I really do feel for you, but I think that's how you're going to have to be able to move on from it all. Whoops, I pressed the wrong button. All right, pause to the reading room, pause to the reading room. Yeah, you're welcome. That's what I promised to do here, I'm not going to just tell you what you want to hear. If I feel like I got to tell you something, then I'm going to damn well tell you. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. I get big-headed and ego too. I do everything with the best intentions, not trying to hurt somebody, but I still end up hurting somebody. Even though I'm trying to give my most beautiful heart I can to somebody, they just don't want to take it. That's okay. But you know what? I can't live in the world where I have to be worried about what they do with my gift that I give to them. That's up to them to open up that present and say, ooh, I want to see what else is inside here. You know what I'm saying? Pause. General reading for you today. Hey, everyone, before we do anything, we're going to take a 420 late hit because we're stoners and we missed it by, 10 minutes. So here's your stoner 420 toke. Remind me at 10:20 to do it. I have a joint I can do at that point. All right, pause. My question is, will I be intimate with the person I have in mind by 2025? Okay. Let me see if I can suss that out for you. Pause. That's a big question to be asking, huh? And it's more than just sex. It's actual intimacy that we're seeking, because that's what I'm really feeling from you, Pause. It's actual making love, intimacy that's passionate, that feels like it has deeper meaning, right? And that's what we were wondering about, if you and the person will have that by the end of next year or not. I understand. I've been in your spot. Okay, they like it here. Here are your two official shuffles there. Pause. 1 and 2. No God cards. 1, 2, 3. And you want to know if you will be intimate with this person, right? Okay. I think that there will be some intimacy here. With that said, though, Pause, I really want you to understand that you will be trying to bring two different worlds together as one. Trying to find out where the symphony in that is. And that can take a while for that to happen sometimes. Keep the dream alive, but remember to tone it down with what reality tells us and is showing us right in front of our faces. This person, they're not quite seeing you yet. You're not quite showing them everything either. And we are understanding more and more about the good and bad parts, the pros and cons of it all. But you have to bring that unison within yourself as well and find that harmonious truth where you can both be the damaged person and the person who has lived a beautiful life at the same time. And you don't have to worry about separating them anymore. You just have to allow that person to see you wholly and completely so that they do know what they're getting into. Me and my wife had to do this when we were beginning dating. And I think that there is going to be this moment in your future that may have something to do with this person, but it's still a little bit in the free will game category of what will happen next, because it all depends on whether you are willing or not to get into that mythical car and start traveling towards the road towards that. Are we going to be flirting with this person? Are we going to making sure that they know how we feel? Are we going to be giving them all of that parts of ourselves that we try to hide so they can see us and as much as we see them? Are we going to be able to rest their fears and be able to overwork their boundaries, their issues, their problems, and accept them the same as they are asking for me in return? Am I going to be able to get in this car with this person and drive down the road and watch for the signs that tell us when we are getting off on Relationship Avenue or when we need to get off back onto the highway and say goodbye, I'm leaving you here right next to the dump truck behind me that's about to gather the trash, But you only bring what you need on this journey. And this time, you've got 25 miles left to go before you get what you want. This next time up to this year can be beneficial, but you really have to pay attention to the signs. If you don't see the signs of her responding to some of this, I want to show you what I want from you. And then it's maybe time to just call her up and tell her point blank what it is you do want. And I mean point blank everything. If you're fucking honest with them, they might actually consider that. Tell them the reasons why you want to do that. Tell them why they are the one you want to do with them. Remember, you have come with this ancient knowledge there, Paz, that has taught you what these kind of situations happen over time. You've been through this enough to understand. Right? Ancient drive glaze, yeah. Because deep in your heart, you've got to listen to those inner voices. And I'm talking about your real, live animal instincts here. Basically, yeah, you're getting a yes from these cards, but it's with conditions. You don't understand? They're not just giving you a straightforward yes. They're giving you, here are some conditions that we have to meet first. And that's what these conditions are. And then if you can do that, then you can finally be happy in the world that will help you grow in more ways than you can imagine. But remember, this is something you have to share with this person. And the first thing you've got to do is make sure they know how and what you really expect from them. And set clear boundaries of what they're not ready for. And make sure that you guys do this as a team. You've heard me talk about this time and time again, Pros. And I know you understand all of that. But if you go for it and she snubs you off, okay. If you go for it and she tells you, no, you're not really my type, well, okay. If she gives into the whole of it all, well, then there you go, okay? But no matter what happens after this point, you still see that in a beautiful way because it helps transform you in a lot of ways. So that's what you got there, but I'd say a soft yes on that. That you guys will become more intimate in the year 2025. There you go, Paz. You only get God cards if they fall out of the deck while I'm shuffling. Otherwise, they don't count as God cards. You want me to purposely pull a God card? Pick a number 1 through 52. I'm taking the first part of it out of your deck. So whatever I just took out, that's what you don't get. Give me a number 1 through 52. You're asking for a very... Okay, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2. And your one God card answer is, for whatever you're thinking about the question that you have in your head, the answer is, don't just sit there and contemplate the issue that's in front of you. Grab the brass ring and the marble you want, pull it out of that trap of you don't know and uncertainty, and look at it for the first time and really pay attention to it. This is the dream that you can have in your palm of your hand as long as you go into that jar and grab what you want. I hope that answers everything you wanted to hear. All right, pause. That's it for you today. Or at least for this reading. Hop back online if you want one. The real Mr. Weird. Mr. Weird to the reading room. You're welcome. And I want you to realize that's a very definitive answer to you from your gods. You really asked for it. You really got it. Hello, Mr. Weird. How may I help you today? Sounds like an evil villain on the in like the Mount Doom or something like that. Hello, welcome, I'm Mr. Weird, and I'm here to crush you with my weirdness. Now I know that's probably really, really dumb right now, especially to call you weird when our ex-former president coined the phrase. So he's not Mr. Weird, he's Mr. Weird. Oh, you're just fun. And I'm not making fun of your name. All right, General. Let me get him in the right spot for you. All right, here we go. 4 and 4. General reading for you there, Mr. Weird. Here are your 4 official shuffles. 1. 2. I gotta count. No, that's too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, too many. It's gotta be under 6. 2, 3. And 4. Okay, we're getting them again, no matter what. Okay, you got a 2 God card message for you today. And of course, that's what I'm here for, to make you all laugh, make you all have a wonderful, beautiful day. I'm trying to make your days be the best day ever. Of course, I want you to smile and laugh with you here. Remember, I'm a little stoned right now, too. I'm about 25% stoned as we speak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2. See, when God cards pop out on their own, that's like the hand of God themselves picking those cards. If you're asking me to choose that card for you, that's your own card. I want you to pay attention that is your higher power saying, look here, boy, or girl, whatever the case may be. All right, general reading, though, for you. Okay, my friend. All right. Let me get the pot thingy out of the way. There we go. So, Mr. Weird, in this new time of growth and revitalization, we have just come up out of the soil, my friend. So it's okay to take a beat, slow the roll down just a tiny bit, and take the sun in slowly. Let it gather up in you so you can be more positive again. Let that sun shine into your soul and brighten you every second of every day. Allow your emotional rain to fall down to the ground so that it can feed that ground all that it needs to collect. Because without the water, you can't collect anything in the ground. The water drops go down into the ground, and the ground gives up its nutrients to the water. And as the water evaporates to the surface, you suddenly get the air of it all. Because as those little dust particles blow off of your little branches and your little leaves everywhere, remind yourself that this is your moment. If you want to grow and begin again, then it's time to begin again. When are you going to give yourself permission to start living the life you really want to live today? It is time for you to stop looking into the abyss. Now, I know that you know very well that the abyss does not always mean a bad thing. That's where manifestation happens. That's where dreams come true. That's where destinies are made and purposes are found. It all happens in the dark. As we're looking at that place, I want you to consider that one thing, son, or daughter, or whatever the case may be. Sorry, I forgot your pronouns. That you are that seed in that soil. And once you look past the soil of it all, you crash through that mirror to see the light. But until you are ready to start to allow this stuff that you need back in your life to funnel into you again, and then you move the damn little mirror out of the way and you pop your ass out and say, look at me, here I am. And that's where we stand here today, is that the one thing that they see you not doing is letting those emotions out. How can you feed yourself what you need if you're not ready to release what you hold inside of yourself first? Do you want more sludge in your cup? Just sludge in your cup and sludge in your cup and sludge in your cup? Or do you want an actual nice revitalizing spring water drink that will fulfill you and nourish you in the future? So allow that rain to go down and be recycled and renewed to come up back to the surface with not only cool, clean, fresh water, but cool, clean, fresh water that has the necessary things you need to grow once again. It's time, my friend, Mr. Weird, for you to take your leap of faith. I mean, dear fucking God, when are you going to start fucking believing in your destiny, in your path, in your dreams, in what you say you want you to make yourself in this world? I mean, how much more permission do you need? It's time to honor that spirit inside of yourself and set it free. Let it fly. And if people don't like it, screw them. Because it's time to baby bird yourself off of that cliff and fly like an eagle in the sky. You don't need a safety team. You don't need a golden parachute. You've got wings like a fucking eagle. You could glide for miles and miles and miles before you ever touch grass again. That could be a good thing. Oh, that's 9:40, right? So maybe it's time to consider what is stopping me from facing that one fear, that one thing that keeps stopping me from baby birding myself off of the damn cliff. And what do I need to start to trust in myself, that I know that I am covered here. I have got the safest place I could be. My own wind power, my own wing power. Right? Here you go, Mr. Weird. Here's your joint. Okay. So that's what oh, it's getting hot in here. All right. Now we're going to see your God cards. Just ready? I had to put water in my head. I was getting hot in here. You have a 2 God card message for you today there, Mr. Weird. Ready, Freddy? Here they come. Are you still here, Mr. Weird? Absolutely. Cheers. Levity. Take this to heart. Pot hack things. Okay. Take this to heart. All your gods want from you right now, all they expect from you right now is that you communicate better, that you give and take, that if they're going to give you the opportunity to change, you have to take the opportunity to change. If they're going to give you strife to overcome, then it's your job to overcome the damn strife. If you've battled through it and been through it, you've been through the path they needed you to go down. Communicate your needs to the universe. Tell them that maybe you need the good stuff for a while to funnel in your life, and you'll push this figure 8 out of the dark and into the gold, and then maybe you'll get an actual balanced life out of the whole deal. But just like a vine has to go through every other plant, and as it connects to every other plant, if it takes too much, if it doesn't give enough information to those plants, every last one of those plants will die without that vine. But that vine is important in this world, just like you are important in this world. Trust that inner magic that you have inside. We are giving you everything you need to wield the magic of your life into what you want it to be. Right now, we got you, buddy. We got your back. All we want you to do is say, I wield my magic down into this universe. Here I am. Boom goes the dynamite. The real Mr. Weird. Ho! Good. I actually felt the power boost in you. I just said. Ho! No. And it's just like they're saying, well, God, we've got the metal boot here. You want us to start to kick? And you're saying, boom. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm going to baby bird whether I like it or not. Either I'm going to jump off of this cliff and I'm going to fly, or the big poop behind me is going to kick me off the fucking goddamn thing, and I'm going to have to learn how to fly really, really fast. Trust me, you want it to be the choice. Your choice. You want it to be your choice. Talk about diving into the abyss and flying. Fuck, I was a 7-time suicide survivor. I have deep emotional anxieties and depressions that have to be controlled through medication because of an imbalance. I suffered bullies, I suffered abusers, I suffered people who just took advantage of me because I was a nice kid who loved humanity. I was the kind of kid who did everything for everybody else. I painted multiple different things. I gave in all of my crazy, wonderful stuff. And you know what I got out of it? This beautiful life right here. This is the life I got because I put in the fucking work. You know? Yeah, I knew what was coming for me, but that didn't mean I didn't have to hop on the train and make sure I got off on the right stops. And trust me, I missed my bus a couple of times. You know? But we all do that. You know? And you're a powerful person. It's like it's like your gods and the universe just wrote you a goddamn blank check. You get to fill in the amount, and there is no currency higher than what the gods hold. So you write it well of what you actually want, and then go cash that bitch in, Mr. Weird. You know what I'm saying? Cash that bitch in. No, I did it. I cashed my check in. You know, I had given up on life. I'd given up on myself. I hated who I was. I hated that the thing I wanted the most wasn't making me happy. And I didn't know why I was still miserable, even after I found a really beautiful woman who all she wanted to do was share her journey with me. And I had to figure myself out, and she had to figure herself out before we said, yeah, we want to get married. But we took the time to figure each other out before we jumped into marriage. Once we knew what we were walking in the door there, it was like, it was the easiest, most simplest, most effortless relationship I've ever been in my life. We learned how to communicate. We learned how to learn to listen to one another, talk to one another, think about what we're actually saying to one another. You know, it took a lot of hard work for us to do that. And then we had to learn how to appreciate one another again, because life got hard for a while. It got hard on both of us. So hard, we didn't know what we were going to do next, and forced to go to a place we really didn't want to go, knowing that it would break a lot of the people we loved hearts. But we had no choice. We had to go, you know. And then we came back from that place, and then still felt like we were ostracized for just being us, you know. And then I had to realize that these people weren't were my friends. They were my family, but they weren't those friends or family any longer. They could only see the broken Josh that was trying so hard to become someone new and different again. And it was just the same old cycle for them. They just thought, oh, here we go again. But they didn't understand. This time I chose to fucking empty myself out. The universe didn't do it for me. I chose it. I decided what I wanted to let go of. I decided what I wanted to be free of. I decided what happy meant to me. I decided what peace looks like. I decided what true love looks like. And then I found that bitch and rode that pony like a so hard cowboy in the fields going, wee-ha, yee-haw, oh, random cow kitty. You know? And then my wife rocked my world in so many different ways. I can't even tell you. We have a story no one would believe. She actually remembers when I sang a song under a yew tree 25 to 30 miles away from where she was waking up in the hospital from just trying to commit suicide, which she wasn't supposed to survive, which every doctor told her she shouldn't be alive, and she decided to follow the voice in the song back to this world for that person. She followed that all the way to the counter and found me. You want to talk about storybook endings? Fuck that. Even my mother and father found happiness again. Even after 25 years of divorce from one another, they both finally fixed each other through their own selves and not through each other. And when they finally came back to love one another, they just appreciated each other. I got to see my birth mom and my dad married again. And my mom went so peacefully and so gracefully and so beautifully, I wouldn't change it for any amount of money in this world. She was the thing that woke me up. She was the thing that made me realize just what I was doing to myself. And I wish it hadn't had to happen like that, but I missed her death because I was in a place where I needed to get help at the time. You know what I'm saying? And then we had to work on it and keep working on that relationship every single day. And we still work on it every single day. And we've only had 6 major fights between us in a whole 18-year marriage. You tell me what couple has only 6 fights in their entire marriage, and I'll give you the trophy, okay? Because you're going to argue about stupid stuff. 3 of those were just dumb, stupid. We're angry at the world. I'm pissy at the moment, and you got in my way. So 3 of those are kind of like those kind of fights. The other 3 were very serious. We almost ended up divorcing over it, but we chose each other time and time again, even through the shit storm, especially when we were in the shit storm and didn't know if we would ever get out of it. It wasn't until about a year and a half ago where I actually got my Social Security, where now we can actually afford the bills. We were living on her paycheck for 8 years before that. That's one paycheck every month for 8 years. About $1,200. It's not that anymore, so I'm not doxing myself or anything like that. But you know what I'm saying? And I didn't give you her name or anything like that, but it was hard living on that. I went and got a part-time job. I was told I couldn't lift anything anymore. If I lifted anything more than 5 pounds, my spine could snap and I will end up in a wheelchair where they don't know if they'd be able to fix me to walk again. That's how serious my back issues were. And then I got sepsis because I went to go get uh, um, a steroid shot to try to help the pain, but for some reason, somehow, some way, it got sepsis in there, which screwed my freaking back up forever. I'm from Minnesota. I'm from uh, um, um, right by the city's Minnesota. So I'm like in the Twin Cities area. I'm a little bit north of the city. So, and I'm from Minnesota. You know where Tim Walz is from? That's where I'm from, buddy. He's been my governor for the past. And I got to tell you, I so support him because he's done so much. I was a part of the Buy coalition, not his coalition, but the one in my school because of what he did. My school decided to open up pride talks and stuff like that too, you know? And that was around the 1993 era. I graduated back in 1993. Yeah, I'm an old school Gen Xer, but, you know, haha. You know? So that's where I'm from. And I've never been to Missouri, but my brother lives down in Louisiana with his fiance. So, and I have been there. My father lives in Florida. My mom is passed. She lives in heaven. We're going to take an X break here for ads right now. I know you might not have been, might have had ads there, but in case you do, we're just going to take an ad break. You know? Yeah. Fort Myers. Oh, wow. That's kind of cool. Yeah, my father lived near the inside of the boot area of Florida. So he usually avoids all of the hurricanes because it all hits that mainland area, never rarely scoops around and gets that upper part there. The closest one they had was last year when it was almost going to run right through his whole city, but then it turned at the last second. He was so fucking lucky. He's just like, he's ready. He doesn't care. Let it take him. He's ready. He's been ready for a while. He just recently met a new lady who is making his life better. I mean, you know, me and my father didn't always get along when we were younger. We were very estranged for a while. And then we got to heal that wound, and now we have one of the most positive, reaffirming father-son relationships. You know? He doesn't expect shit from me. I don't expect shit from him. But we love each other within an inch of our lives, you know? We'd do something further. Yeah. Did he? Hey, Mr. Weird. Did he smoke those really thick cigars? Your dad? Did he used to smoke those really thick cigars? Oh. I was seeing like a thicker cigar or something like that in my mouth. And it wasn't this one here. You know what I'm saying? I saw something being put into my mouth and it was just looked a little bit bigger than a cigarette. That's why I asked. He had a really deep drawl. He liked baseball caps, and he was like, he dressed like Farmer Bill or something like that. He was a cheapskate. Do I have it right? Please let me know if I'm wrong. If I'm not on point, please let me know. Kind of like the Marlboro Man, but squishy on the inside. Yeah, whatever you say, man. And then you go behind the door and everyone goes away and they're like, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm connecting with them somehow. Did you have a message for your dad? If that is proof enough that I'm connecting with your dad, if you want to say something to him, he's here. He's right there, right next to you. Yeah. Definitely Santa Claus on the inside, the Marlboro Man on the outside. You know what I'm saying? Clint Eastwood on the outside. How about that? Yeah, that sounds about right. He liked a blue jean, but he liked a certain kind of blue jeans. He liked the really faded ones that you could get like from the, from like, your local thrift mart. He wouldn't buy new shorts or jeans or anything like that. That's how poor, that's how stingy he was with his money. If this all makes sense to you, he wants me to tell you he's fine. Don't stress about it. You're forgiven already. Stop beating yourself up for it. And then he's taking a drag of his cigarette and he's going, "Don't be like me, sweetie. Don't be like me." Right. Right. I don't know if that all makes sense to you, but that's what I had to tell you there, hon. Person. Real word. And he's still hanging around if you want to tell him something. No, he didn't. He never blamed you. Ever. He never ever blamed you for it. He never even saw it as something could be blamed for. It was an accident already. Stop giving yourself credit for something you had no control over. I don't know if this is spirit guide or what, but if this sounds like him, then he's trying to tell you something through me. I channel all the time, guys. It's not hard for me to channel someone. Oh my dear God. What in the hell of is up with this? Okay, I'll have to figure out. It's not your fault. And he's more mad for you thinking that you had anything to do with it than anything. Hey, EP, that you carry that around with you like it's your favorite stuffed toy. And it's like, no, don't carry that shit with you. Don't ever carry that shit with you. Good job. You're ready, though. I can feel it, right, EP? So, like I said, that's kind of what... yeah, well, I'm sorry. You're a low-level employee who's expected to do jobs like that. So, of course, they're going to make you do things like that. And they're also testing to see if they're going to put you through all of that shit to make you quit. Don't you understand? That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make you clean the entire restaurant so you say, fuck it, I'm out of here. They want you to quit. They don't want you to leave under good circumstances. Because if you quit, they don't owe you any back pay or anything like that. Because you quit your job before you ended terms of service with the company. So don't leave until your 2 weeks or whatever time frame you gave them is up. After that, you can leave anytime you want. But don't, for the love of God, do it. Trust me on that one, EP. I've been through this so many times it's not even funny. And as a manager, there's nothing worse than coming into a store when you expect your employee to be there. And I never put shit through my employees. But yeah, I did ask a lot of them someday, and just having that at the end of the tunnel for you to know you're getting closer and closer, all this pressure is going to drop off of you, all this anxiety is going to drop off of you. You're still going to do your job so you can go out with your head held high, and you're just going to go in, do your job, clean whatever you can clean up, get ready to be completely out of there, and then you're going to go find the job you've been waiting to find. You know what I'm saying, EP? I'm on fire today, guys. I'm telling you, this new gift I've got here, it really does improve my fucking cognitive abilities, And I'm just in awe that they're letting me have this gift. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, EP, let's get a reading in here. I was just finishing up with Mr. Weird anyway, so he was on the list for a while, and we were talking and chatting, so I just left him on the dumb shit. So, EP, how can I help you today? What can I help you with, my friend? I'm gonna wait. All right, while you're typing, well, I know where I'm going later. Yeah. Hey, here's Leo. Nice to see you, sweetheart. How you been, sweetie? I've missed you. Hopefully you're having a good time there. I hope your streams are going well. There's a sweet ass woman. Okay, what did I miss on there? I'm real. Okay, real quick, Mr. Real, did I miss something with you? Just to make sure? Because I don't want to miss you if I forgot to do something with you. Oh no, I got that reading. Yeah, I just finished doing a reading. So I want to know what's going on here because I'm. Hi, Gene. Oh, okay. Got you. Never mind. Thank you. All right, EP boy, let's get to your readings. Please, tell me what you need to know and your numbers again because I'm missing them. We just settled it anyway, so. Please throw me your numbers and your question again, EP boy. For some reason, I'm not finding it up there. And we're about 8 minutes away from our 420 our joint smoking. So I got my made joints all ready to rock and roll. And we're going to do a little bit of stuff. I'm going to wait for EP Boy to finish doing the typey thing, I think. And just let him know that whenever they're ready, they're ready. All right. EP Boy to the reading room. EP Boy to the reading room. Yes, here. Apparently my white ass shorts had stain on them. I'm dying. I went shopping. Okay, so what do you want to know, bud? Um, yeah, I've had it happen to me too. I try to stay up on my appearance, but every once in a while, it just don't work. All right, and I'm gonna start shuffling for your spot. Hi, Crypto. Do you want just a general EP? All right, EP, just to let me know, General. Oh, okay. All right, here we go. Here are your 7 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, one God card message for you today, EP. I know that, and then we're gonna get to that, okay, EP? 8, 9, 10, 11, and the 12th card is. Alright, in 5 minutes we're going to be taking our toke for this hour. Okay. This is 12, 13, 14, and the last but not least 15. So, EP, you want to know how the job situation will go and how the financial situation gets fixed, right? Right. So basically, you want to know what's going to happen in this next 2 weeks, and are you going to be able to find a job to correct the financial strain that you might be incurring, you know? Do I got that about right? Okay, good. So, basically, here's what I have to tell you about the situation then, EP. Um, It's the situation is going to be about you really understanding what you need to take with you energetically. Like, take the good work ethic you do have with you, hold that up high so that you work with that. All of the good parts that you are will come out because now all the pressure and all of the anxiety of it will be off of your shoulders. You'll be able to do your job a tiny bit more effectively this next couple of weeks, and it'll blow by you because you brought all the good things together, and you know that you're going to have that bright future in your future because you can see that in your mind's eye. You know what, you're in a spot where you need to get out. You know you gotta do it. It's about time. It's ready. You're here for it, right? So now you're ready to take in all of the good things that did serve you some purpose in this job, and leave the rest of the crap right where you when you walk out that door for the last day. Just leave it all behind there for them to gobble up. You know what I'm saying? And then you can spark that flame and use them as their catalyst to brighten your world up. I know who I don't want to be. I know what I don't want to be like. I strike my match against their grain, and I like who I am inside, and I will show the world just how beautiful I am. That's what the embrace card is about. So as you start to really embrace yourself a little bit more and understand what your needs and wants are, you'll be making better choices and decisions as well. So as you are doing that, you'll start to be a little bit more financially responsible with your own money and really taking a nice hard long look at it and saying, what do I really not have to be spending money on right now? And maybe it means giving up Netflix for a month. Maybe it means giving up your streaming services for 6 months, just so you can catch up and save that extra money to do something you really want. Because this is all about bringing yourself together and loving yourself for who you are inside and out, the good, the bads, and the uglies, okay? EP, and once you get that going and you get that glowing and you finally feel that love inside, boom goes your forge, and your soul becomes red hot. Because it doesn't take any time for you to go from embracing to forging yourself into what you want yourself to be. Right. So now we're going to make this manifest in our lives. You're saving up for something important to you. I don't care what that something important is. I'm glad to see that that's part of what you're doing with it. Because if you have a healthier, more stronger mind, you will make better choices and decisions, and that will help your life be the thing you really want it to be. That beautiful flower of a life you've been waiting to have. It won't be the ugly old weed you used to look at your life like. You'll finally be living the life that is beautiful for you. All right? So if that should give you some hope that things are going to work out, and you are going to see the beauty and the balance between that. Right, like I said. But you can learn. Okay, I know ADHD is a problem for some people out there, but if you can learn to turn your ADHD into your superpower, I'm telling you, you could do things for companies, like organization, like deep, deep filing kind of stuff. You'd be able to do all of that kind of a stuff. You know what I'm saying? You got to start to see the beautiful flower you are. And it doesn't matter if you have ADHD. I have a small bit of ADHD. You know what? It's okay. Here's your God card, EP, though. yeah, it's time to let go and let this whole experience just decay out of your life. Leave it all behind, all the ick behind, so that you can walk into that new garden with only the fertilizer that will help you grow. Boom goes the dynamite there, EP. Boom goes the dynamite. And then you got a one God card message. Very direct. All right. That is your reading for today, EP. Hope you enjoyed it. Jing to the reading room. Jing to the reading room. Hey, before that, we're going to take a 420 break. I'm going to have myself a smoke right now. You can always go watch the VOD later. Remember, I save all my VODs. Hey, Jing, why don't you throw me your numbers and your questions, sweetie? Let's see if I can help you today. And yesterday I was just trying to have Lyra give you this other reading from you that I just felt like you really needed, and I wanted to do something special for you. So, well, like I said, yep, I can. All right, let me cleanse the cards off for you, Jing. So make sure I get them in the right spot for you. What is coming for Isaac and Jing? All right. Yeah, more coffee. So, I hope we're all having a beautiful day out there. I'm currently getting about, well, after this, I'll probably be about 50% stoned, so. All right, Jing. When you're ready, I'm here. Okay, 8 and 13, got it. And what is coming? Right, here we go. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 God cards, Jing. 6. On the third shuffle, I might add. Holy heartbreakers are coming for you today. And here is the 18th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Yeah, that's a lot for even you. But let's find out what the preamble is first. Oh, yeah, I know. Sweetie, one of the things I really, I know you trust me enough to tell you the truth here. And everything I said yesterday was absolutely the truth. And I know you've got to make your own choices and decisions. And I honor those things, okay? But this piece, you think this Isaac is going to be, he will never be that piece. You can try to carve him into everything you want him to be, but this is what you're going to get. So you can either sit there and look at that empty spot forever and try to make him fit that part of your puzzle, but he'll never fit completely in that spot. He'll always be just a little bit too off to fit there, and I mean, I've been seeing something coming for you the last couple of weeks every time we did a reading, and I tried to tell you maybe it's time to make a plan for things, and And that is what has to start to happen. You have to start to make a plan that's going to be whatever it's going to be. If you've got a plan to reunite you and Isaac together, it's time to implement the plan. If you've got an easier path forward where you can take it step by step by step by step with Isaac every day from this point forward, maybe you'll get exactly what you want. Or this could be saying it's time to easily take your way out of Isaac's life and get yourself free from him. Walk away from his path onto your own, Jing. And that's what the easy path is trying to tell you. It's time to make a plan about whatever you're deciding to do. Once and for all, I have to make a plan to either stay or go. Because the journey that is ahead of you is treacherous sometimes. And they're trying to mitigate the hurt on you. They really are trying to help you here. All of the gods, all everyone you get read for, everybody who loves you in some kind of a way, you're like a Twitch sister to me, Jing. And, the finding card is all about not finding the treasure at the end of the rainbow, what you actually want, but it's about the journey you take on your way to that. So if you're willing to put it in the work, hon, hey, you could get the prize at the end of the rainbow, but don't expect it to be what you think it is going to be. The universe wants you to take a more wandering approach, maybe, as well. Maybe it's time for Jing not to have a plan and just go with the flow. Whatever that might be. Deal with it day by day. Assess day by day whether or not you're ready to stay or go until you've made a concrete choice once and for all. And remember, he's got to make the same choice too. And the wandering path is all about getting into the lazy river and letting the river take you where it's supposed to take you. When you get on the wandering path, you just wander in the woods for a while until you feel like you've gotten a little lost, but you know exactly where you're at. You know what I'm saying? And that's your general reading about the Isaac question. Here we go with the God cards, Jingy. 6 God cards for you, huh? Yep. Angry about what? Yep. Oh, it goes the other way. All right, it goes this way. Okay, Jing. You wanted it. You got it. You get half and half good news and half bad news. Good news. First or second? Which one do you want first? The good news or the bad news? Which one do you want first, Jingy? I'm actually asking you. You want the good news or the bad news first? Bad news first. Bad news is this battle that you're having with Isaac is not going to end very well because you're going to see the really big picture soon, and it's really going to start to scare you, Jing, just how right everyone has been. And I kind of think you're going to have your deer in headlights moment and actually maybe kind of be scared. I really want you to be careful around Isaac, especially when he's drinking for a while, because I'm seeing some anger coming out your way from him to you. And this is how abuse begins, and that's what I'm feeling. That it's either going to be a mental abuse, or it will be I'm going to hit you every time I feel bad about myself abuse. Something like that. It's some kind of deep, resentful anger towards you for whatever reason. So I want you to know that's coming, okay? Second of all, you're going to be fine. No matter what happens, you are going to be fine. You will find out that you are ready to celebrate once again. That you are going to feel that completeness within yourself, inside and out. You're going to finally find that purpose, that meaning, that thing that you really need to do right now. And when you make that choice, it's going to carry you the rest of the way. You will find your family of choice. You will howl at the moon, and if he is meant to hear your howl, he will come to you and want to be a part of your life and want to experience it with you. If he's not going to do that, you know the answer, Jing. And it's hard for me to sit here and tell you, but it's time to leave Isaac. I really think that he is a toxic, kind of narcissistic / taking advantage of such a sweet soul who's just making her hang on enough so he doesn't have to feel lonely for 5 seconds, and then he takes you for granted and keeps taking you for granted and keeps taking you for granted until you have it in your head that this is what love looks like. No, that's not what love looks like. Fucking Christ. All right. And you want to know why that's good news? Because that means you are going to find family. That means you are going to find that family of choice, and it will be a beautiful thing. You'll feel at home. You'll feel safe. You will feel wanted and needed like you always wanted to. All right? Mr. Weird, you are next in line again. It is time for Mr. Weird's reading to the reading room. I'm eating some Cheetos. Because I need something there. All right. Let's open the book and let's read from the book of life and see what it has to tell us. We unlock the book of life of Mr. Weird's life. And we peer into the pages. And as we flip these pages 6 different times, we will now find the right page for the answers that he seeks. Right there, Mr. Weird. So here we go. Here are your 6-page shuffles. Page number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have a 5 God card message on top of the 49th card. Now we have opened the right page. We look for the right line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the 49th card is, all right. All right, here we go. Here is your answer, Mr. Weird. And we open the page and see the lines that are written. Oh my dear God. Mr. Weird. I think we have to have a talk. I think it's about time we had a talk. Anyway. Sorry about eating a little bit, guys. I have to eat something. I don't want to take time to go make breakfast, so I've got Cheetos. I don't even understand. But Mr. Weird, I really want you to understand that this is not the gods yelling at you, okay? This is the gods trying to re-inspire you again, okay? So think of that phrase that you gave me, okay? And as I say these things to you, remember all that in the context of what that phrase means, right? The narrative wanting to be told, whatever that means. So the narrative that wants to be told and what it means is this. You have reached a stage of maturity. You are half the way booked through. You have equal parts dream, equal parts reality. You are the giver and the taker. You are the crescendo of all that you need to be in this moment. It's time to appreciate the person that you have grown to be and be proud of that, because that's a part of the journey of a priest, is to walk even through the shadow of the valleys of death, because they do not fear anything other than the love of God. They do not even fear the love of God, right? And I'm not telling you to get on your knees or pray or anything like that. I'm telling you to believe in yourself and believe in your capabilities, because they see it and they're trying to make sure you see it too. It's time, my friend, for you to unlock that new chapter in life. And maybe it's time to start to be the person you said you wanted to be. The being card is all about you transforming oneself from what you thought you were supposed to be and not existing as just an idea any longer. Now we have to put it into practice and be the person we said we wanted to be. That means you have to walk like that person, talk like that person, think like that person. You are that person. It is time to be the person you said you wanted yourself to be. Time to plant those seeds. So maybe your teacher moment is coming. Maybe your mentorship is coming. Maybe it's just you giving the information to those people who need to hear it the most from them. Maybe it's just some time and energy and space to plant those new seeds of growth in all those other people who have yet to meet you. Seeds are all about you giving of yourself to people that help them grow. That's what I do. I'm a tree that gives seeds. I make sure I give you the seed that will help you grow the most. And then you've got to cultivate the seed. So, what are we growing though? And the real Mr. Weird, my mom really tried to instill that belief in my power. Then she explained it to me like this. Joshua, you know how those moments when you raise your hand and you say, I've got the power, and then you do 10 times better? Do you know how many times I wanted you to just keep doing that? You do have the power. You don't need to raise your hand with this special ring in order to get that power. You could raise a finger and have that power. You control this yourself, Joshua. And then I would sit down and think about that for a second. That I had a choice. That I really did have free will. I could choose to keep living in the same shit, or I could choose to be happy. I chose to be happy. Number 2, I had to really learn what loving myself really looked like. Even though I love a lot of people in my life, I didn't always love myself. And learning how to love oneself when you think you're the problem and the cause of everybody else's issues and problems. I had to remind myself just how much love I had been giving to this universe, and I made so many lives be better. I know that there are people out there to this day who may only have met me once, but they will remember me for the rest of their lives because of what I did for them. And that wasn't out of ego. It wasn't out of trying to make me famous or anything like that. It was pure, unadulterated spirituality, off the hinge creativeness at the moment. And then she told me the most important thing I needed to hear there, Mr. Weird, that you have to carve it. You have to make it happen. You have to say, I'm the one tilling the field here. I'm the one who's tilling the field and putting my seeds behind me and having that be watered and having that be poured upon and made that sunshine come in and make sure that that dust gets blown off the topsoil so it keeps growing. You have the power. You are loved and you can carve your own damn destiny. Isn't it about time, Mr. Weird? Grow in the light. Grow in the dark, but grow. Then that's your answer to that question. Here come the God cards. Okay? I gotta open this door. it's late enough. All right. Are you still there, Mr. Weird? Sorry, I had to open up the door real quick. It's getting too hot in here. Just want to make sure you're here. Okay, good. So here's what I have to tell you from your God then, okay? So, you know how this shield that you've been putting on yourself isn't enough. That you have to put an extra shield on top of that. I want you to think about the brightest, most happiest moments of your life today, and I want you to carry around something clear. If it's a clear quartz, if it's something like a clear small little bottle, if it's something you can put in your pocket. Not, you don't have to try to find a stick of clear something or other. Just something that doesn't have any, that has a little bit of a empty space in it, and I want you to seal that thing. Even a Christmas light bulb would work for this, okay? And I want you to put that that little egg that you're going to take out of the Christmas thing back into one of the Christmas holders. Now, I don't know, in the 80s we used to have our Christmas lights, used to have like 8 or 5 of those. Take them all out and just put one in the center of it, right? And then you look at yourself and you say, I am protected like that. There's nothing around me that can get to me. I am the thing that is keeping safe here in the center. Right? And that means I can light myself on fire and make sure all of these ice pellets not only don't get to me, they have melted way before they were even close to get to my shield. Because my radiant light melts those things before it even gets here. If I hit anything, it's one of those big ones that you can't just melt. Right? Coffee?
Sure.
Give me a second, filling coffee. Anybody else want coffee? Here you go, here for my coffee drinkers. Here you go. All right, we got some donut shop here today. Tastes like a bunch of different donut shops. There we go. There you go, sweetie. All right. I gotta get my cards clean here. I got the water. So, and welcome in Shay Grey Witch. Shadow Grey Witch, I'm glad to see you here. Welcome in, welcome back. How are we doing? Hopefully you're good. And then, okay, Mr. Weird, then they want to come to tell you that this is the time to break free of the cycle. This cycle of life, death, and rebirth. I'm doing great. I'll be with you guys in just a minute, okay? But you know that this cycle has to end. You have to start to utilize those feelings inside to figure out when to get off of this cycle. And to remind yourself that all they want you to do is recognize that that cycle is coming for you. And you have the ability to change where the direction it goes in. We all go in cycles, but we choose to go on a cycle. You can either be on the hamster wheel that doesn't go anywhere, or you can be in the nice big ball that you get to explore the whole house with. Which one do you want? That's basically what they're asking from you there. And then, last but not least, will you please, for the love of God, walk around with more positive people and get out into that field of friends that makes you feel positive and happy, and start to take in all the positive and happy you can stand until you start to cry happy tears instead of sad tears. Okay? It's time to bask in the sun once more and soak up the happy. So if you want it to get better, it's gonna get better, but you still have to take it all in order for it to make an impact in your life. That's your reading for today, my friend.
Do you have a cigarette over there that I could have? Thank you, honey. You're the best.
I know it.
You're the best reader ever.
You're welcome, Mr. Reed. All right, Crypto, what's your next question? Crypto Girl to the reading room. Crypto Girl to the reading room. Jing, you're next. Okay. Start to get them in the right spot for you, Crypto.
You're the babyest reader.
All right. 10 and 25. How your man feels about you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. God cards. 9 and 10. You have a 2 God card message today, Crypto. And now you have 25 cards. And I'm going to close the queue down for just a second because I'm going to take a bathroom break after Jing, okay? I don't have to go quite yet, but I know by the time I'm done with Jing, I might have to go. So I'm closing the queue down for now. Okay. So here we go. And now we have 25 cards to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 25th card is now on top. You want to know how your man feels about you? I know exactly how she knows how I feel about her, but I wonder why you don't. Well, sweetie, like I said here, so many times, Crypto, that your man feels like you could be the dream that comes true. But he also sees ways that you have to start to bend in that and be a little bit more flexible than you have been. He knows everything's going to work out okay with you guys, and he wants you to see that future can be okay too. He is putting up some boundaries right now, and rightly so, because boundaries get boundaries back. So if you want him to put down his boundaries, who needs to take down their boundaries too? Who does? Who does? Maybe the thing that separates you the most is the thing that we need to get rid of. And maybe it's time we start doing it in a positive way by getting our golden sledgehammer out and smashing this ice to within an inch of its life so it doesn't bother us anymore. You can do and be more than you are, but you have to start to see that image in your head day in, day out, and that is your goal as a couple. This is what we will become. This is what we will not only exist as, but be someday. We're going to get the idea going first before we put it into practice, though, because we had some shit we had to figure out, right? But last but not least, it's all about letting go. And letting go of each other's issues and problems, and letting go of all of the baggage that comes with it, and letting go of all of the hurt feelings of it all, and letting it all be freed so that it no longer gets in the way of the true healing that needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? So he feels that way about you. He just wants to be able to release those feelings from himself so that they don't bottle up anymore. And maybe he's contemplating whether or not he wants to release you or not. I'm not sure on that, because release can mean a couple different things. And what I'm feeling for you are two different tugs here. I'm either feeling like someone is the barrier comes down, and then you guys go back and do the work you guys need to do, and then you release all of that bent up crap, and then you start becoming better. Or he releases himself from the situation so that he doesn't have to go through all of that, because he's screwed, And then your 2 God cards are, there we go, integrate and sleet. Yet again, you have to walk around in fucking sunshine. You have to be the light in your life. You have to let this light exceed all of this crap so that none of this stuff will get into you. This is everything that's been happening to you, all the things you think is coming your way, when it's only your self-doubt, your self-worthiness, your self-love, your self-anything like that. Yeah, and because now you're starting to realize that I've got to start living in a more positive way. That's why you feel like shit today. It's time to scrape your aura clean and give it the old good fashioned salt and water bath with some pretty music, some rose petals in there, and some, maybe a couple of candles, and you lock the door and you don't come out for 2 hours. But put the damn fucking shield back on. And once you leave it, it stays on. And then that's not going to keep good things from you. I told you the queue was closed, Crypto. I'm going to go take a pee break after Jing. So Jing to the reading room, Jing to the reading room. And when I come back, if I feel up to it, I will rejoin the queue again. Are you going to give me a tip to reopen my queue? Huh? Are you? Well, then I'm not doing it. That's what skip a line is for. $5 to skip the line, and Jing is already here, so. Okay. I just want to know what's coming for Jing and Jing alone this month. The rest of the month. Like I said, I'm just putting a little bit of boundaries down for you guys because I don't want to feel like I keep doing the same thing and trying to really help you. And I want you guys to listen too. So I'm really trying to tell you what to do here. But let me find out what this one is first. And then when I go on break, I'll reopen the queue. But you'll see the Be Right Back screen until I'm done with the bathroom and stuff. Okay? So it could be a bit. All right, Jing, here are your 6 official shuffles for the question of you for the rest of this month. 1, 2, 3, 4. Too many, Jing. That was 4. 5. Those aren't. And 6. 4 God cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and the 25th card is. Yeah, in order to rejoin the queue, I've got to clear you off first. So, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna keep you right there, Jing. When I come back from my bathroom break, unless Crypto says she's paying for a reading, you're the first one in line. Okay? Got it? Well, I couldn't say I saw it coming, but I did. All right, young lady, let's talk about it, okay? And I feel like I'm beating a dead horse, but it's needed to be said, okay? So, Jing, what's coming for you the rest of the month? Letting go of the old icky bad things so that they can transform into life-giving nutrient fertilizer. That means something has to die and decay out of your life in order for it to turn back into fertilizer. That means they change their ways or change what they're doing in such a drastic manner that they become exactly what you've always hoped they would because they woke the fuck up. Okay? Or he's ready to get his shit and go. He's tired of it all. He's going to gather his shit and he's going to just go because he can't handle it anymore. Just like that the other day proved to you time and time again yesterday when he kept calling you in the condition he was in. And I think that was very disrespectful of you, Jane. Okay? I think that was very disrespectful of him. But you either have to be able to swim through those problems and come out the other side of them, because you know they're just veiled, ugly, tiny, minuscule fucking threats, right? Yeah, you know the drinky thingy. Yeah, either fix your shit or run away is about right. He'll either fix his shit or run away. Like a coward. In the middle of the night. You'll just wake up one morning and he won't be there. You know? He will have moved out of the way. Because a big-ass whale came his way. Yeah, because a big-ass whale came his way, swooped him out of his little drunken stupor long enough to say something really mean and cruel to you. And wait till it happens, Jing, and I'm really trying to prepare you for this moment coming up. But wait until he calls you up and he says every nasty, mean, vile thing he's been holding back for the past however long you guys have been together. And you just have to sit there and go through it so that you can go, fuck you, I'm going to go find happiness now. I'm going to breathe new air now. I'm not going to let you get in my way. That's what my wife had to do with her abusive husband before she met me. This guy hit her, belittled her, made her feel small. He was in control of a very big area that was controlled by a lot of people he knew. So she wasn't even safe in her own community. She couldn't go to the police, a teacher, anything, because they were all a part of the same stupid church group that was very, very, fundamentally bad, okay? Yeah, he's going to be like the drinking part of him for a while. Yeah, he is. Look at what is being shown to you. He is the cliff, Jing. He is the cliff that you have to jump off of so that you can go to that happy ever after you've been really deserve. He is the fucking cliff, Jing. And for this next month, it's going to be about you trusting your gut instinct and taking that leap. At least that's what the cards are saying. Why are you going to go through all of it? Because you're going to have to find a way to cut through his bullshit. You cannot stop a drinker from drinking. They have to choose to stop to drink themselves. I know it. My mom was an alcoholic for 18 years. My father was an alcoholic for 17 years. I was an alcoholic for 5 years. So I know all about alcohol. And trust me, all it does is make you dumber, slower, and make you say the most rotten, evil things to people. Because once you have no filter and your brain doesn't even know how to correctly work, you spew anything and everything that ever came to your mind, even if it was the smallest, little, dumbest thing. You have to cut through the bullshit of it all, Jane, and see the end of the dock and see what's really being shown to you, what your future is going to look like. Do you want that? Drunken, always depressed, drinking himself to death. You pick him up, he comes back to you, tell you he loves you, belittles you, makes you feel small, does it all over again, then pushes you and makes you feel bright for about a month or two, and then you go through it all over again, and you just keep going in this endless fucking cycle of up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. When you just had to cut through the bullshit of it all, and you said, fuck that shit. This is where we're going. Either you come with me or not. You know what I'm saying? That's the unseen path in a nutshell. What is the hardest thing for you to do right now? What would make your life easier that you could get that rest that you so need? What do you have to do to start to make a plan? Well, the plan has been, he's showing you every ugly part of himself right now. So you leave him, Jing. He's trying to make you leave him. You know, that's how you get rid of a bad employee. You make them do a bunch of stuff they really don't want to do. And then you say to them, okay, do this task. Now, I wasn't very mean to my employees. I just sat them down and said, look, I'm going to give you a week to try to improve. Here's what I want to see. Do you think you can do that? And I will help you with anything you need help with, too. I'm not expecting you to do this on your own. And it took a lot of careful handling because some of these people were special education people. Some of them knew how to do their job very well and didn't need me to tell them how to do anything. I told them how much I needed. They made everything that I needed them to make. You know what I'm saying? So, no. But I know you get that, Jing. Okay? And that unseen path is a really cruel path to have to go down. But I think you've been seeing this for a while. Okay, what do the gods want you to know? For the love of God. Alright. Here we go. I like the good news, bad news thingy, but this is just all one message. So, the good and bad of it all is of what's coming the rest of this month, especially a warning from your gods. The battle is gonna get hot and heavy. I don't know if you'll be able to put down the swords long enough to talk about what's actually happening. So I think he's gonna still be ultra defensive. He's still gonna keep drinking. He's still gonna keep lying to you. He's still gonna keep treating you the same way he's been treating you until you get so sick of it you just say, I'm out of here. That's what I really feel is coming for you. That's my only warning to you, Jing. But that doesn't mean you can't use that as your power source to use him as a springboard towards that better, happier life. To transform you. To finally see him for who he really is, Jing. I'm really, really sorry that I have to be the one to tell you that Jing, he's a broken man who has a lot more things to worry about. And you are qualified to fix this man. Okay? You need to escape the cage you're in and be free from the thing that is hurting you the most but feels the most comfortable, safe, and warm. It's time to get out of that ugly old cage and walk out of the cage door and lock that fucker up and throw the key back into Isaac's little part of the cage and let him deal with it until he's ready to come out of the damn cage. And then they say to you, we want you to feel home and free. We want you to feel at home and free. That's what your gods want. They want you to feel like you're at home with yourself and feel free at the same damn time. What a beautiful message. Oh my God, Jing. You're so unlucky. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it like I tell you guys I won't sugarcoat it. No? All right. With that said, I'm going to play some music here.
One day I open up my arms and I hope that I can finally see the sky.
Hey, Cozy. I'm going to go on. I'll be right back. Bathroom break, so I'll be right back. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. Thank you, Jing. I'll be right back. I'll open up the key
I
here.
can always say this with the voice of all the hope I have left in me. I just want you to see. I just want to be a part of. I know the days we're gonna start of. I see you'll be a part of. I see all that we could dream of. I see, hopefully we'll be there in a moment. I can only see there. I see that we could be. I hope you finally see me. I walked past you the other day, and all I saw was hearts all day. That I could dream for a moment, it could be true. But now all I feel is blue.
I think I'm ready to finally give in, to see the start of where we begin. I see, I just wanna be a part of. I know the days we're gonna start up. I see you'll be a part of. I see all that we could dream of. I see, hopefully we'll be there in a moment. I can only see that. I see that we could be. I hope you finally see me. So it's time to finally walk past smile and give it my best. So I'll trust that little soul in me, and maybe now I'll finally be free. I can't ask to open up again. I'll break my heart and then it'll start all over again. What do I do, my friend? I see, I just wanna be a part of. I know the days we're gonna start up. I see, you'll be a part of. I see all that we could dream of. I see, hopefully we'll be there in a moment. I can only see that I see that we could be. I hope you finally see me.
So it's time to finally walk past smile and give it my best. So I'll trust that little soul in me, and maybe now I'll finally be free.
I can't ask to open up again. I'll break my heart and then it'll start over again. What do I do, my friend? I see, I just wanna be a part of. I know that days we're gonna start up. I see, you'll be a part of. I see all that we could dream of.
Dun 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 Ando si ano se do do ho da do I di do san da re di ando sa do di ando sa da do I da do da di.
It began to walk where the days live on as I heard the cornfield song call out to me. I heard it in the reeds that day, so I followed the path. It gave me strength to not fear the way. Underneath the wood tree, the branches they comfort me. When a little bunny rabbit slept next to me, it was the only thing I could be, because I saw my destiny. And even though the bullies were harsh and my friends, they only used me for my innocent heart, I told the teacher that day that the woman who used to tell me it was just a game. So I took to the sky and I imagined my life, and I saw the timeline that saw no strife, and I believed in a dream once and for all. I took my finger.
Right, bye guys, I'm back. Let me turn the music off. Alright guys, I am back, ready to do the job I am here to do. I see I've got anybody else who wants a... Jen, get in here so I can put you front of line, because you were supposed to be first. She's paid to skip the line, so... Hey, welcome back everybody. Thank you guys for coming back. Thank you guys. Thank you so much guys. You're awesome guys. Thank you. You guys are the reason I am here. Alright, now I'm gonna move you in the queue. Because you paid to skip the line, so give me 1 second here. Oh, for the love of God. Oh. That's why it's not working. It's over there instead. Oh, for the... Okay. That one. And then that one. No, I don't want any of that one. I don't need that one. I need this one. Okay, whatever. Alright. So, Jing, I am now moving you to the front of the line. There you go, Jing. You are first in line. And thank you for the tip of $5 for the skip the line. Alright, and Jing. So, you want to know what's coming in September now? Okay, so we are going to jump ahead to September 1st to the end of September here. We want to know what's coming for you in September. Alright, let me get them in the right spot for you, sweetie. I think I'm just going to leave that be. All right. All right. What the fuck is this talk about now? All right, you got it. All right, thank you for your patience, Jing. I had to fix something in there, my computer settings for a second. All right, 1, 2, 3, and 4. No God cards for this one, Jing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 45th card is now on top. All right, guys. Any last call? Last call for readings. Last call for readings. If anybody else out there wants a reading, this is your last chance to get it. You now have 4 minutes until 4:20 happens. So that's what I'm giving you to until 3 more minutes. Alexa, put a 3-minute timer on the. Alexa, 3 minutes. Yep, you're in the queue. After that 3 minutes, we'll close the queue down. Okay. Here are your 45 cards there. Jing, the 45th card is this here. All right. So, Jing. Let's go through this again for September, okay? And I know that you're really concerned about what's going to happen here in the near future. And, I understand that you want some preview information of this. But the thing about September is it will be a time for you to return to loving yourself again. So this is why a lot of us have been telling you this for a while, Jen. Whether you want it to happen or not, I think this is coming for you. Either he's going to do it or you're going to do it. I still feel that very strongly right now. And that means embracing yourself for who you are and loving yourself for who you are. So Isaac's not in the picture here. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to say hopefully because that's the wrong word. I want the things to resolve. Okay? So one way or the other, they resolve in September for sure. Okay? What you build out of that, the wreckage of all of that, is what you're going to be building your new life. And it looks like you're going to be building your new life stronger and better than ever. That you will put the right kind of safety walls in this time so that a guy like Isaac never comes near you again. Or what he used to do to you will never happen to you again. One of those two things is going to happen here, Jing. And I know you like the option, but I'm trying to be very, very honest with you, brutally honest with you. I am not seeing anybody else doing this with you. I'm seeing you doing this for yourself, and I don't know if that means you guys end up breaking up or whatever happens there. I'm not quite sure on that part of it, but you'll be a lot happier after it happens. I'll tell you that much. Once things resolve, you'll be around those more positively minded people like I've told you to do a couple of months ago. You're kind of going to be forced to go seek those positive people out because you're going to need some cheering up. And like I said, I don't like to give news like this, but I promise you I will be honest with you. And you kind of already know that this has been coming a while anyway. Something inside of you has been trying to tell you for a long, long time, and now you're getting proof of it. That's hard when you finally see the wreckage right in front of you, right, Jing? Yeah. It looks very... Alexa, cancel timer. Alright. Closing the queue down. Alright, Jing. Thank you for being here, sweetie. I hope that September goes well for you. But it looks like things are going to get more positive by the end of September. One way or the other, the Bass card usually doesn't show up unless you're going to be in a happier mood and around people who will help you do that. So, I hope that's the case. I hope Isaac's with you and he's dancing and celebrating with you. But if I'm going to be honest, it's Dumpfield time for Mr. Asshole. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I love you enough to tell you the truth. No. I still can't make you do it. We're going to take this break for a 420 hit. It's 420 somewhere in the world 1 minute ago. If you got it and you're celebrating with me, Hayes Leo, Games with Snakes, I-420 guy, the advisor, all of my 420 friends out there. This one goes out to the 420 brothers and sisters of this world. I love each and every one of you. You are my beautiful stars. I wish I saw you more often, but you still shine as brightly as you always did to me, guys. I love you guys so much. I thank you for being a part of my journey. There's so many people I want to thank for helping me along my journey. I can't even name them all off. Jesso, if you're out there, I miss you, buddy, and I really wish I could see you back in my room every once in a while. All right. Cozy, let me get these into the right spot for you. Okay. All right, here are your 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. You have a 1 guard card message. All right, and the 17th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and the 17th card. And you want to know a general of what's going to happen to you this fall. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. That's good to hear. And boom. All right. All right, my friend. Let's talk about it. This cozy message is for you. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Give me a second. I got to fix my monitor and crikey. And find a place to put my cards that won't involve me making them look like, you know, I would put them in my Cheeto pile. And yes, you have a 1 God card answer as well. All right, let's get to it there, Cozy. All right, so what is going to happen to you this fall? So first of all, it's going to be a month of determination for you. You're really going to buckle down on whatever goals you have in your life. You're going to find ways around the obstacles. You're going to find ways around the hills and valleys. You'll be battling through some stuff, but nothing you can't handle. By the time you get to the end of this path, you'll notice it because you'll see all of the work that you had done come into full focus. And then you'll be able to do what we all need to do after such a hard journey. Lay in the grass and let yourself just be at peace for a while. So you can absorb the lesson that you've just taught yourself. It's not always the easiest message to receive, but you know what? Sometimes you got to push yourself and make it your path, your journey, your destination, and battle through all of the crap to get there. So there will be a fair amount of trying to get over some obstacles, but I don't see you incurring a lot of major stuff there. One or two or maybe three things to just kind of deal with, come to terms with, move on from them, and let go of them. And they're not even letting me see what those three things are because they want you to know what those three things are, you know? And what they want me to remind you is when you're done with the pity party, please put that person away for a while and realize that you are a beautiful flower. Just like my mom was a beautiful flower. It's time to grow in that light, grow in the dark, and equally give and take back in return to yourself, or you will die again. You have the power, you are loved, and you can carve your own damn destiny into the very fiber of being, Cozy. We've talked about this before. What happened? Did we not take the opportunity when it was presented to us? Were we afraid that we were right? Are we truly afraid of the happiness that we seek? Or are we ready to really get what we want for once? Are we really ready to step up to the plate here, Cozy, and tell the universe, not ask, not wish, not maybe, tell the universe what you want exactly so that it can start to write that check for you. And it's going to say, give up your doubt, give up your fear, give up those anxieties, and let go of the bullshit of life. Then you'll be able to cash this check. Until then, that check stays blank. And what this card is all about, the Witch's Tower, is about you claiming your power. About you stepping up and saying, hey, you, this is what I want. Here's what I'm willing to give up to get it. And that means I will do exactly what I self. This is my holiest place in my entire life. This is my church. If you want to know where my church is in Minnesota, it's in a small park called Walter Siskowski Park in Robbinsdale / Crystal, Minnesota. It's on June Avenue. It's about 10 miles long, including railroad tracks and other fun little things you could explore in that general area. It hooks up all the way up with our Worth Parkway, which is one of the longest stretches of drivable parks you can drive in Minnesota. It's like going through the back roads, but with a little bit of traffic, though. But this has all been designed to do one thing, Cozy. And embracing yourself, you should. And embracing yourself, you must. And embracing yourself, you must love every last little thing of you. We are putting you through this so you won't give up on yourself anymore. So you will fight. So you will take the arms up and you will battle through this shit. We will get you through the hardest times. We are your fucking army. But you gotta lead the way. Come on, General. Get on that horse. We're ready to gallop. Because we accept you for who you are. All of it. And then your God card, of course. Breaking free of the cycle that you have been in. That's what's mostly coming for you in September. You're breaking free finally of that cycle that you have been here to learn how to get past. So when you break free of the cycle, you go through the death of it, the life of it, and the rebirth of it before you let your life become something new and different. So changes are coming, and when it finally decides to open up to you and show you the door, walk through the fucking door. Yeah, well, do you understand? Okay, do you understand why they had to put you through this hard stuff, though? Do you see how much you've done? Do you see how much you've overcome? Do you see how much that this cycle taught you a lot of things? And it taught you how to love yourself more, how to be more embracive of other people, how to put your finger down in the sands of time and destiny and say, this is what I fucking want. And then you come along to say, oh, I'm also going to not take any shit. I'm going to tell the universe what it's going to do for me now. Nope. Done giving until I get something. This is what you owe me, bitch. Better come up with the thing or I'm going to cut your ass. You know? And then to embrace yourself. Why would we want to put you through all of this? And this is not designed to make you hate yourself. It is designed to make you see there's nothing to hate. And you know that's the cycle. You know it too. That's the really crushing cry of it. That you know all of this. And you're sitting there going, oh, I feel caught. Don't worry. I release all of my stars back out into the universe. So have no fear. I'm right with you until you get back up to that sky, okay? Let's keep it positive, okay? Because that's what it looks like is coming your way. So just remind yourself you're finally breaking free of this cycle, and that's why they have been screaming at you to get this so you don't have to do it ever again. They just gave you the best blueprint of what not to do you have ever received in your life. Oh my dear God, now you know what might bring you happiness. The stuff you weren't doing before, that's almost polar opposite of what you were doing to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Master Trooper, India. Master Trooper to the reading room. Master Trooper to the reading room. I've been pretty good there, Master Trooper. Thank you for asking. You're welcome, Cozy. You know, I've been vibing. I've had to refill my spoons a lot. I'm really getting excited for my 50th birthday coming up in September. I'm really excited for Saturday, my 2-year affiliate anniversary official celebration. It was officially on the 7th, but we're celebrating on the 17th because I had special guests I wanted to be on and stuff. So that's all coming up. Okay. So you want to know what your greatest strength is and how you can better utilize it, right? And thank you very much for that, Shadow. We're going to have a 6 hours. On Saturday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will be on. But I will have a guest here. We will be doing some talky talk times. And we will be having some readings, yes. But it's going to be a very laid back, easy flow. I'm not going to keep going reading after reading after reading the whole stream. Okay? So it's a celebration of my 2 years here on Twitch as an affiliate of Twitch. And that's a big, big, big momentous moment for me. Because I never thought I'd last here a year, let alone 2 years. Best fucking 2 years of my life, tell you that. And then before that, I was just here, I was a year before that, so I've been doing this for almost 3 years, you know. Oh, no, I'm not the guest. The guest is Lyra TV. If you've ever been to her before, it's Lyra TV, and she's a very gifted young tarot reader that I met recently, and I just vibe with her so well that we thought we'd get together and do something fun. So that's what we're going to do. Get together and just have some fun. And I'm shuffling your cards until I get them ready for you, Master Trooper. I haven't forgotten you, so I'm going to get back to doing that right now. All right. What is the greatest strength? And I'm trying to fill out that point for you, that you find out what this is so we can finally see it. Okay. They're ready for you. Here are your 9 shuffles there, Master. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No God cards for you, Master. Sorry about that. Guess I didn't have to talk to you. Must be doing pretty good, huh? All right. And then it was the 26. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 26th card. You're gonna get a little bit more than you asked for, Master. You ready? They're not giving you 1 hint. They're giving you 3 hints. Ooh, I'd get pencil, paper, or some kind of device to take notes here. Oh wait, I'll take a smoke break. Oh wait, you know what? I really need more of this green. Really, I do. Pause for dramatic effect, please. Okay. Your 3 strengths and how to utilize them better. Because they didn't want to give you just one, they wanted to show you your 3 strengths. So you really see it, okay, Master? So you want to know what your greatest strengths are? These are your 3 strongest, most beautiful things about who you are as a person and what the gods really sent you here for. You ready? And I know you're ready, but here we go. First of all, you don't swim around the problems. You do swim through the problems. You've learned how to navigate the seas of this world, the emotional waters, and to be able to move around the land masses with ease, to be able to crescendo that by flying into the air and taking a breath of air while you soak that sun up on the way back down to go be with the family you've always wanted to be with and be with the people you love. And if there is love in your life, you're very appreciative of it. Sometimes you can be a little bit stubborn with it sometimes and maybe a little bit procrastinating at points, but you are always in good intentions. And just when you know it means something to something, you are going to do whatever it takes to make yourself feel that happy joy, but make them feel that happiness and that joy too. Reminding yourself that this is you crescendoing out of that ocean, that emotional freedom that you are giving yourself to come out for that fresh breath of air and find that joyful song in your heart once again. So remind yourself that you are able to make it through a lot and that you can sing about it and be happy about it because it is honestly good material for singing if you ever make songs or something like that. And then, Master, the second strongest gift is that you have the ability to reach into someone else's potential with knowing yourself of how the intricate little parts of everything work, right? And you know how the intricate little this and that's work for some things and some things like that. That potential of what it could become and you giving this to other people so that they find their potential. So even though I have learned a lot, I know that I still have to let myself be seen as that leaf in order for them to have a blueprint on how to be a leaf. But we're always designed to know that from the start anyway. But someone points it out to you, you go, oh, I'm a leaf. So, reminding you that you have more potential than you think, my friend, and you have yet to develop some of the things that are going to be most important to you. So remind yourself you have a little bit left on the journey to go before you really see all of that potential, but you know that most of it's at your fingertips right now. And I want you to know that you have the ability to walk through this world in a dream. You can manifest literally anything you want, my friend. You have heard the call of the willow tree sing to you. You have heard the call of the wise willow that whips in the wind and tells you all of the secrets of all those things and timelines yet to be fulfilled. When I looked up at that little tree there, it told me everything I needed to know about the multiverse, the universe at hand, and stuff like that. I really saw how it all worked because I saw how the tree bended, and it's just like that for time and space. It's a lot of little lines that go back and forth and back and forth. It's like a swirling, weird little dance thing we go through. And the willow tree reminds us the one important message that they want me to tell you there, Master. It's gonna be okay. You're so good at letting everyone know. It's gonna be okay. that you have that ability, you have that strength within yourself to still believe in the dream, even though the worst may have happened. You still fight for it, you still strive for it, you manifest that shit into reality. You're not a lot like me, but you have similar good traits like me. And I'm not comparing us or anything like that, because you, and I'm me, and they're very different people, but at the same time, very similar energies that I can feel from you. And I don't know if you were abused or something as a little person or not, a little man, little girl, whatever it is. I'm sorry, I forgot which one it was. And but the thing of it is the one strength that holds you above all else is your ability to utilize the crap that you've been given as fuel for your fire. The one strength that has gotten you through all of this the most has been you putting that fuel, that crap that doesn't serve any purpose, that doesn't have anything left to do but be fuel for you to burn, to get more energy, to become the better version of you. And then you don't stop there. You also put forth that positive energy that you are going to still work on yourself. You are still going to keep moving and shaking. You are going to still keep moving and going. So that is your reading for today, my friend. I hope you enjoyed that, Master India. No God card, sorry to say. All right. Okay. I'm going to finish this here, and then I'm going to have Shadow. Shadow, you are my last reader for today. Shadow with the Gray Witch. You are now in line. You're very welcome, Master India. Thank you so much for stopping by. You know, your most precious gift to me is your time. That's something you never can get back, no matter how much you try. So that is a real true gift to me. Thank you for being here, supporting me, lurking in my streams. Just being here and part of it makes me live the best life ever, because I can't do this without you guys. I just sit here and go blah, 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 for 3 hours. Doesn't work as for me. I like doing these readings. I do them for free, not because I need the money, guys, because it is my spiritual destiny to do just what I'm doing. And when you find your purpose and you know what you're supposed to be doing with your life, it's like every single rough edge of you fell off of you. You walk in constant pillow, and you want to just fall into the most comfiest, warmest, squishiest, yummy energy you've ever felt in your life. And it not only makes you feel safe and warm, it invites you and invigorates you to be even more powerful. Holy fucking shit. If I could share half of the energy I feel with you half the day, I think you had to burn your light bulbs out. Alright. So thank you guys for the likes and the follows and all of that. I truly do appreciate it. And shout out, I'm going to get these cards ready for you. You want guidance and wisdom from your guides, and partner and deities for my current situation. We need some advice for the situation we're in. Gotcha. All right, let me get these right for you. Okay. All right, here we go. Here are your 5 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, you have a 3 God card message for you. Those are your messages from your higher power. The rest of the cards are from your guides. All right? And this is all advice about that situation you're thinking about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And here we go. Now I have all the cards I need to do the reading at hand. A little bit different message for what you got, for what some other people have heard here. It's a lot different for some reasons in here. Alright, let me get to it there. Alright, now we've got all the cards out that we need for this reading. This one goes out to my pot friend, Games with Snakes. If you're out there, this one's for you and Ada, my friend. This one goes out to Shadow, too. Alright. I'm getting a little bit more back pain, so I had to do a little bit more cannabis because my back is starting to hurt a little bit. I'm glad I'm ending after this one because my back's starting to really hurt, guys. So, okay, now, Shadow. So, what is coming from your guides and what they really want you to know about the current situation that is at hand is you have to start to see it in the right light. That whatever your situation is, that you can consider it a good thing, you can consider it a bad thing, but you know exactly what it was there for to do. You knew it was a beautiful flower to begin with. You knew what you were getting into. You know exactly what you were trying to look at and decide between good or evil, or good flower, bad flower, but still a flower. Okay, a dandelion may be a weed to some people and they want to take them out of the ground, but it's still a flower. It was always a flower. It was born to be a flower. So go be a goddamn flower already. And don't let your past define who you are. It's just the dirt underneath you that you sprung from so that you could be this beautiful. Now you have to take the control back into your own two hands again. Take your fan and remind yourself which fire you feed. And cut off all the spider webs telling you to do all this other stuff. And tell those voices to go away. Now you listen to that inner voice. And you listen to that inner feeling. And you take your life by your hand. And you control the ebbs and flows of your life by going as fast or as slow as you so deem fit. No more are you going to live up to everybody else's expectations. You're going to live your life for what it truly is. You will take back your control of your life again and you will manifest it into being. You will let yourself come to this term where you're ready to do more than just exist. Right now, you're gathering all the right information together, like a computer program that's trying to populate a game. You got to collect all the data here first and make sure it all matches up for the game to work right. Well, guess what? You're not Mario. This is real life. This isn't one time only ride here. So once you get over the bridge there, remind yourself you can do more than just exist. You can become what this situation is. You know that this can change, that this can move. You have to start to look and think of it in a different way. That is all about you reaching through the veil to show yourself to the world. My little daughter, my wife's daughter, who never made it into this world, we had a ritual about 13 years ago where we were opening up what we call the north gates. Now, when you open up the north gates, you stand in the right where the north would be, like on a compass, and you would break apart the seal of this world to that afterlife. That's called opening the door of the veil, right? And we would allow spirits to come through and talk to us and communicate us. Now, I'm a natural channeler, so that means spirits can jump in me and say things, that will really, really rock people's world sometimes. But the thing of it is the wonderful thing it is for you, Shadow Gray, is that this is the ocean you get to play in. That this is the ocean you get to swim in. You get to be a big-ass, beautiful whale with all of that pod around you. You get to scream for joy. Hey, I'm happy to be here and alive. Oh my God, let me go back in and not wrestle around all the stupid little issues of mine anymore and really find that one true love that I finally found inside of myself. I am so proud of me. I am so proud of me. Because I stopped being stubborn, I stopped being pig-headed, and I finally found a way to come up for that air I needed. Thank God I can breathe again. And that's why you're going through all of this. Because whatever it is, especially if it's something to do with love, if me and my wife had given up, when we were at our lowest, if we didn't learn how to come back together through the pain, through the hurt, through the sorrow, we would have never been the strong 18-year-old couple that we are today. But because we could see each other's true selves, that flower that's inside, we accepted that part of each other. We weren't just a weed, we weren't just a flower. We were meant to be a flower, always a flower, blah, blah, blah. We didn't know how to control our own life, so we had to take our life back into our own two hands. She couldn't heal me, I couldn't heal her. I had to learn how to heal myself. She had to learn to heal herself. And that, in different degrees, have been done throughout the years. And then we had to decide who we wanted to be. What I wanted to do, what was my journey, what was it all leading me to, right? So there you go. Your Whale's Joy Ancient Moon card comes popping up, and if you ever want true love that can be there to support you, I highly suggest you get her in on this game. And now, Shadow, with your God cards, you have a physical, a mental, and a spiritual thing you need to do with your life. Okay? First of all, physically, integrate all the good parts into your life. Bring all of the good things together that you can, all the good experiences, all the things that have happened to you, and let that be the rough, graphy part you strike your match against to ignite your future and finally integrate this happy into your life. Physically, time for you to pick your ass up and start walking towards the place where the matches are at. Mentally, take down your barriers. Take down your walls and stop putting up big barriers that you're afraid to get hurt. This is Life 101, my friend. It is time for you to stop walking around in the I'm so scared of the world shield that I can't even experience the things I want the most. I want love. I want to be honored. I want to be filled with all of this purpose. I want to be just like someone I'm watching right now. I wish I could do that for myself. Why can't I do that for myself? Because you keep putting up this big ass boundary saying, I'm going to block myself from everything, including the happy. And it's time you break down this wall by getting out your golden fucking sledgehammer and smashing it to smithereens. Spiritually, it is time to hear the call of the wild and sing with your whole heart out to your pack. It is time for you to stop being such a lone wolf and maybe find some place that you can actually just be there to find the support you need, the healing that you can do for yourself, and the people who will keep you safe and people who will keep you included. Maybe you can sing your heart song, ho, to the sounds of all that is and ever was, and they will come to find you. And as that family finally comes to find out where that howl came from, that sacred song that you sing, remind yourself that you don't have to be the leader, you don't have to be a follower, you just gotta be there. Just gotta be there and be contributing in some way. You don't have to do everything. You don't have to be the leader of it all. You don't have to be the follower that goes, oh, I'll do whatever you say either. Call out to your pack. It is time to find them, or is it time for them to find you? That's it for me today, guys. Holy fucking shit. That was awesome. I'm having a great day. Wait, we're not going anywhere quite yet. We're going to do a celebratory toke and a blessing for all of you out there today. So if you want to come with me, I'm going to go to Chatterbox. He's my favorite clown on Twitch. And if you've never been there, prepare yourself to laugh. Because he's like one of the craziest, most beautiful RPers out there. And he's having a really early stream today. So, and if you've never seen him before, give him more than 5 minutes. I guarantee you it's better than any reality TV show you will ever watch. Plus, you get to add into the show too. He talks with his chat. He's very communicative. He's humble as hell. And he is a lit ass fucking crime boss of a clown who has no ties to anyone or anything. Just go check him out, please. I would greatly appreciate that. Okay, so we're going to go pay attention to Chatterbox. So we're going to go out to here. And I'm going to give you the code here. And I know you don't understand. I'm going to be doing what Beth is doing later. I'm going to be jumping into a shower. Ugh. So, guys, he plays GTA Online. He role plays this character called Chatterbox. I guarantee you will stop laughing for more than 5 seconds if you can. If it is, all there and stuff like that. He's right now. He's having a talk and probably some show and tell right now. So go get in there, guys. We're going to go get in there. If you guys are a subscriber, don't worry about it. You can just do this one here. Just copy that one and you can make a raid message. If you're a subscriber, go ahead and copy this one here that I just posted in chat. I'm going to get out of here for this week, guys. No, not this week. I'm going to get out of here for today. Tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow is Gear Up for Saturday day. No 420. We're done with that until next time, guys. So we'll see you then. Maybe a little 420 on Saturday, but maybe just a tiny bit. All right, guys. See you then. I'm going to send you out with just some, let's see, should we send you out with music? Blah, blah, blah. Yakety, yakety, schmackety, wackety. All right, give me a second. Fine. All right, I'll play a song for you. Jesus, all right. All right, now I got to find the music, though. Okay, I'm going to play my newest song that I just made today. It's called About the Artistry. So here you go, guys. Give it a listen. On the way out, here we go.
With the careful purpose, live on.
Alright, guys, I'm going to copy my raid message, and I'm just going to go say hi to the Clown Prince himself, and I'm getting out of here for today, guys. Let's go. Raid, raid, raid. Yeah.
So I followed the path. It gave me strength to not fear the way. Underneath the wood, the tree, the branches they comfort me. When a little bunny rabbit slept next to me. It was the only thing I could be, because I saw my destiny.
Ellum, what's up, brother? What's up, Ellum? The server's fucked right now, so we were playing Valor until the reset. What'd you say?
What are you doing up so early? That's the question.
So my mother-in-law came from the United States to stay with us for a few weeks, and she leaves next week. So my family's having a dinner tonight for her, so I'm not missing that. So I said I'll stream early so I can attend the dinner.
So I took to the sky.
Yes.
And I imagined my
Cooking or going out?
My grandparents are cooking
timeline, I saw no stripe.
some good old Portuguese food.